As I've come past you down there, you've got a phone in your right hand next to the steering wheel there.
Yeah.
All right. Your focus, especially driving that, has got to be on what's going on in front of you and around you.
On the M6, PC Matt Turner has stopped a squaddie breaking the law.
Is that your boss, is it?
Aye.
Stopped him using his telephone while he's driving.
Okay.
2 minutes to be with you. All right. You've been reported for the offence of driving whilst using a phone.
I'm not going to patronise you. You know you're not supposed to use your phone like yourself.
All right.
Yeah,
And I reckon you're probably going to get a bigger time off in a minute, aren't you, than you are off me.
After 2 years of lockdowns, Britain is back on the roads. And that means more mayhem and madness. We join Cheshire's Motorway Cops.
You're under arrest, mate.
As they fight to keep our roads safe,
Open the door. Out the vehicle.
we capture the action.
Can you wave to a camera? Whoa.
Do no need swear.
I'll swear for one.
You will not swear
It's a
at
free
me.
country.
You have to give me your name, date of birth.
I want to speak to your superior.
I am the superior.
You could have ruined my life today.
I need to make sure that you're safe to be behind that wheel.
Get in your car. Get in your car.
Have you got any points on your driving licence?
6 for speeding.
Michael Schumacher.
He's getting locked up. He's a balloon.
Helping them in their battle with idiots behind the wheel is Dashcam. It's vital evidence
You haven't got dash cam, have you?
and proof that Britain's dumbest drivers are a law unto themselves.
Oh my God!
Tonight,
Look at him, Sleeping Beauty.
a nap on the hard shoulder
Wake up, mate.
turns into a nightmare for one van driver.
You're disqualified from driving.
A driver receives news that sends a shiver down his spine.
Well, if you're cold, do you want to hear something that really give you a chill? Tested positive for cannabis.
Oh my god, how?
That Fiesta is doing 80 and a 50.
And a speeder pushes the law to the limit.
God, just let us off. Mate, I'm not arguing with you. 80 and a 50.
PC Rich Woodward is about to begin a 10-hour shift patrolling the M6.
My keys. Favourite car. I always preferred night shift. You can get anywhere in the county in absolutely no time. Decent jobs at night, roads are quieter, a bit safer for us to go. Having pursuits and getting people stopped safely. Yeah, enjoy night shifts. Body clock doesn't, but whatever. I forgot my torch.
MH Hotel Uniform 86.
Hotel Uniform 86, go ahead.
Could you have a look at a vehicle that's activated M6 South?
And that Range Rover in black, and it's showing insurance not held.
Thanks, we'll see if I can catch it up. Looking for a Range Rover that's plated coming M6 southbound. Hard to find things at night. Motorway's pitch black. Where is it? MH Hotel Uniform 86.
Have you found it?
I've made a decent bit of progress, but not caught it up as of yet.
It's obviously, you've got warning markers for firearms and drugs, common assault ×2, and it failed to stop for officers.
I found him now. Oh, crack, he's all over the place. I've caught him up after a bit of effort. I had to put my toe down to catch up with him. I'll try and get him off at the services and speak to him there. could all turn to chaos and fail to stop, but who knows?
Right.
We shall see.
Whoa. Stay there.
Get him, mate, he's gone.
Rich is right. Anything can happen when bringing dangerous drivers to a halt.
Their vehicle making off, failing to stop.
Like the moment West Midlands police pursue a serious criminal through Birmingham.
He's all over the road, he is a drink driver.
The driver takes off, hitting 80 miles per hour in a 30 zone.
Okay, he's crashed over the junction, it's temporarily off-road.
Before crashing into a no entry sign. The suspect, who was wanted in connection with a firearms offence, was sentenced to 8 years in prison and banned from driving for 6 years.
See if we can get it stopped.
Back on the M6, PC Rich Woodward is gaining ground on an uninsured driver known to police.
Is there anyone south of junction 19? Can my Oscar 1-1 catch me up?
I'll quickly come back to you. Stand by.
He's swerving between lane 2 and lane 3.
What's your intention?
I'll try and get him off at standby services.
Stand by. If needs be, I can send it over to force if anything happens.
Suddenly sped up for some reason.
From ripping up the highway code on a slip road to the last-minute lane hops, which cut it dangerously fine.
What a
It's enough to drive you around the bend.
Stupid.
But Dashcam is putting more and more careless motorists in the frame.
Oh, you are joking, mate. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, one!
Just confirm at the moment, someone's going for a follow me at either 18 or standby services, I imagine.
Back in Cheshire, PC Rich Woodward is pulling over a vehicle that has previously failed to stop for the police.
Hotel Uniform 86, you and all there.
Just trying to get off at standby services. Having to think about it. He's off, thanks.
This time, the Range Rover has stopped. Now Rich can deal with its driver.
Hello, how you doing? Who smells nice? Is it you or him? Your car just come up as no insurance. Have you bought it recently? Jump out for a minute, come sit in the back of mine so I can hear you properly. Just knock your engine off, mate, if you want. Do you want to save a bit of fuel? £2 a litre and all that. MH Hotel Uniform 86.
Go ahead.
Just try and find when it was last showing insurance policy.
Hotel Uniform 86.
Go ahead.
I'm all the way back to October last year and it's still showing insurance not held.
She's saying that she can't find a policy on it going back to October at the moment.
I don't know why it's coming up, not friggin' insured. Oh my god.
Rich suspects there's more to the man's dodgy driving than just a lack of insurance.
When I first got behind you, driving wasn't the greatest. You were a little bit wibbly wobbly.
I was listening to music.
Having a dance?
Yeah.
You smell a bit of cannabis.
I smell of cannabis.
Smell something here. If sort of like your aftershave smells gone off and you smell a bit of cannabis.
Why I smell like cannabis? I haven't got no cannabis on me.
Right, anyway. Because I think you smell of cannabis, I'm going to require you to provide a saliva sample at the roadside, basically.
I'm not even arguing with the fact that you want to do it, but... Come on, it's like you're just trying to clutch now.
Clutch? I won't go home. I'm off in an hour.
It's like you're trying to clutch at straws.
Mate, I ain't clutching at any straws. Right, just rub your tongue around the inside of your mouth for us.
Then stick your tongue out as far as you can. Stick it out for it. Come on. Go.
Is the heat on?
Well, if you're cold, do you want to hear something that'll really give you a chill?
What?
You've tested positive for cannabis.
Oh my god. I don't know how I've tested positive. I don't know how that's impossible.
Well, generally you smoke some cannabis and then you test positive for cannabis. Well, there it is, I'll show you. Line for cannabis. So, you're going to be arrested on suspicion of driving a motor vehicle whilst over the specified limit for a controlled drug, namely cannabis.
The driver is taken into custody, where a blood test will confirm if he is over the drug driving limit.
Generally, you'll get a little bit of a sniff of something, and it turns into something a bit more interesting the more you get your teeth into it. Tired, late off, again. In the bad books, again. Never mind.
At Cheshire Police HQ, PC Matt Turner, ably assisted by PC Ian Cosgrove,
Just a warm-up behind the way.
is getting in shape for the start of his shift.
I always come and use this gym. So Turner started coming with me. He's on the routine where Costco's on a 7.5, I'll go to the gym with him. He's on that routine. That's it.
Well done. Thank you.
So he's getting in his shape and I'm trying to get back to my former glory.
Ex-bodybuilder Ian is no stranger to pumping iron.
If only you filming me 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Prime. 3rd place, Mr. Mansfield.
Mr. Mansfield, 3rd place. How can you be Mr. Mansfield when, like, you're not from Mansfield?
You can still enter them.
That's like becoming Miss Great Britain when you're not from Great Britain.
Workout complete, it's time to make some lawbreakers sweat.
I never wanted to be in the police. I wanted to be a fireman actually, but they weren't taking on. I got lucky really because I joined the police when they were taking pretty much anyone on. Still here 17 years later, so must be alright.
Today, Matt is patrolling the M62 in an unmarked car.
This guy behind looks quite close. Yeah, desperate to get past, so we'll let him pass, see how fast it's going. So we've got an equal pace on him now, and he's currently doing 92 miles an hour. 22 miles an hour over the limit there, so too fast. Speeding's one of the main causes of fatalities. We'll pull him over, see what reason he's giving for it, and then deal with him from there. Before we carry on, I'll follow you from directly behind for 2 kilometres where you've not gone below 92 miles an hour.
Wow.
Where you off to?
Oh, I was trying to beat me mum home so I could surprise her for Mother's Day.
No. So you got a big panic on now, have you?
I was coming up here to try and sort something out before all the bloody shops closed, so...
If you leave it till about 4 o'clock, all the flowers will be about 50p. Have you got any points on your driving licence at the moment? 6. 4.
Speeding?
Oh my God, you did slow down.
Believe me, it's...
Michael Schumacher. You should know anyway, because you've been potted for it at least twice before.
I know. Oh.
So, come on, drill it in. It's an old cliche, isn't it? Speed kills. It genuinely does. All right. So he's telling us that he's in a rush to get home to his mum and get her a present, which is nice. But I'm sure we'd appreciate him there, as opposed to a phone call from us saying he's been involved in a collision. I think if my mum found out that I'd been caught speeding, I don't think she'd be too happy. I think I'd get some old-fashioned words of wisdom, I think, off her when I next saw her. Ian?
Go ahead, caller.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I've done it.
I've done it what?
Do you know how the concept of a knock-knock joke works?
Oh, who? I've done it. Who?
Have you now?
Right, we got there in the end. Wrong number. It's Friday, yeah. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? It's Friday, yeah.
For most motorists, it's the wind down to the weekend. But Ian can't afford to relax. More car accidents occur on a Friday than on any other day of the week.
So we're on the M6 today, and it's nice weather. So people may be wanting to go out for pub lunch or pub dinner later on. It just makes the roads a little bit busier. Right down there. And then you got someone having a break there. Friday is busy, and it will only get busier.
Chester Police Emergency.
Oh, hi, if you're broken down, somebody banged his door and run away.
Okay. Whereabouts, do you know? On the flyover. Fellwall Viaduct over the river.
It's near junction 21.
And we can't move.
We can't move. We can't get to the other side either.
Any Mike Sierra, please to make the M6 20 to 21.
Roger. I'm 17 to 16, but I'll go down and come back up. Just got a report of a bump further north on the M6. It's 2 vehicle RTC with one occupant running off. So that just raises your suspicions. You know, is it a drink driver? Is it a drunk driver? Is it someone who's got no insurance? In jobs where I've gone to something that I think is quite basic, or there's nothing really happening here, and then it's all kicked off and you end up having a massive fight. There's only one way we'll find out.
What starts as a plan to pull over a driver on his mobile phone turns into a dangerous pursuit for Greater Manchester Police. When the police sirens go on, the car makes off. At speeds of almost 100 miles an hour. He swerves onto a slip road and straight through a red light. He loses control, abandons his vehicle and does a runner. The driver was later arrested and pleaded guilty to drink driving and driving while disqualified. He was sentenced to 8 months in prison and banned from driving for 2 years and 4 months.
Roads are busy. We're in a marked car. People tend not to see us.
Back on the M6, PC Ian Cosgrove is trying to reach the scene of a hit and run.
If someone's ran off, potentially we could have just an abandoned vehicle in the middle of the motorway. So that'll need clearing. A pedestrian on the loose at this time is your worst nightmare, because it can just lead to really serious injuries or, God forbid, a fatality. What's this?
Where roads meet, cars collide. Failing to look both ways at a T-junction almost lands this driver in hot water, while a Y-junction leaves one reckless motorist with questions to answer. As for the man behind the wheel of this red car,
That's what you doing.
he's very happy with his dodgy driving at a crossroads.
Approaching Thirlwall now.
It's rush hour on the M6. PC Ian Cosgrove is heading to the scene of a two-vehicle collision. There are reports of a car stuck in a live lane and a pedestrian on the loose.
MH Mike Oscar 14. Can you just confirm the location of this two-vehicle RTC?
It's 50 metres shy of junction 21.
Yeah, I can see it now. Hello! Is everyone okay?
They can't get out of the car. He can't open the window.
Oh, is the damage outside? Right, what's happened?
We were in the third lane.
Yeah.
And there was traffic was slowing down. He slammed up. There wasn't enough room for him to stop.
And is that vehicle left?
Yeah.
Right, okay. You haven't got dash cam, have you? Right, okay. Is your vehicle drivable?
It wasn't initially, but I got my car.
Right, okay. Let me just have a look at the damage. With him not being able to get out, the best thing for him to do is to get recovered. It may be drivable, but it's not worth the risk him carrying on and then needing to get out of his car. Let's get him out and then I'll have a chat and then they'll just need to get recovered. Climb over. Yeah, if you climb over, sir.
Very shaky, yes, very shaky. It's not thinking straight at the moment. Absolutely scary when you're in the third lane of the motorway. It's stuck. It's lucky escape from Bedford.
MH Mike Oscar 14. Just a quick update. No one's ran off. It's just a fail to stop RTC.
Brilliant, thank you.
The offending vehicle, which they describe as a red van, but they've only got a little bit of the red. Sounds like it's not been paying attention, hasn't seen the build-up of traffic, has swerved, but there's nowhere to go apart from make contact to this vehicle's offside.
Leaving the scene of an accident is an offence. Ian will need to do some detective work to try and identify the van's driver.
There's one of our ANPR cameras nearby. I've got to try and tie in where it's kind of happened when you've gone through and potential beginning of these regs. If something matches and it's like there's a red van 10 seconds behind you, then chances are that's our man, and I can report him for the offence of failing to stop.
I wasn't concerned about our welfare, but me being stuck in the car, and I couldn't get out of the car, and the car wouldn't move, and everybody's honking.
MH Mike Oscar 14.
Go ahead.
I'll be resuming very shortly. Highway's going to stay with them for a short bit to make sure they get recovered okay, but we'll be resuming.
Roger, received.
They were a lovely couple, and they've obviously been driving up from Cornwall, 30 miles left to go home, and they've had a crash, and he's driven off, and the reg of the van is incorrect, so unfortunately that's going to be no further action. It's a shame, really. If they'd had dash cam, it would have captured that reg, and hey presto, I would have been able to help them out.
It's not the speedy option, it's the nice chilled out option. Now it's time for the speedy option. Now we've arrived at work. Kids laugh about me coming to work on this, how slow it is, and then I come to work and get a car which is so fast, but I don't pay for the work cars, I've got to pay for this.
Once in uniform, PC Andy Doran will be swapping his 125cc scooter for a 335 horsepower piece of precision engineering.
driving and responding in wet weather, it increases the pressure on us to be thinking about so much more. You've got to weigh up the risk. At the end of the day, we need to get there. Because if we end up crashing, then we're no good to nobody. Go ahead.
So still going to say at that last marker. So the 535 to Holmes Chapel now, Holmes Chapel to Shelford.
Yeah, received.
Andy has just been alerted to a suspected stolen car. But the vehicle he's after has a 5-mile head start. In this weather, playing catch-up won't be easy.
Oh, come on, Range Rover, you slow down, I've got a flash. Little lay-by around here for you to go in. There it is. Like a swan, looks all very good on top. Underneath you're paddling like mad because I'm thinking about where it may go, which direction, like the road conditions. Hold on to your seat.
Experience has taught Andy that in the countryside, potential disaster lurks around every corner.
Wow!
Combination of blind brows, concealed junctions, and higher than average speeds make it easy to see why over half of all serious accidents occur on rural roads.
I mean, it helps that I know the roads. I know where the bends are, where things are likely to come out. It's going to take it a bit easier. Just, you know, scrub 10 mile an hour off the speed.
Back in the Cheshire countryside, PC Andy Doran is on the hunt for a suspected stolen car.
So, hoping that he wouldn't have been travelling the speed that I was travelling at. So I should, by pure speed, be ahead of it. It's not that one. There it is. That's the car. Hotel uniform 6-1, BA. Yeah, that's stolen. I'm behind it now. Hello, just let you know, this vehicle is reported stolen.
No, it's not. It's our car, so we reported it stolen because it went missing.
Right.
And it was because the door was left over, so someone reported it, so the police had it towed away. We've just literally picked it up. My granddad says, there you go, he has got the paperwork with him now.
Is that you, sir? Yeah. Ah, that's fine. Have you got any ID on you? To show you who you are. There's still the marker is still on the car that's stolen.
Just literally picked it up to go back home.
So how long ago was it reported abandoned?
I'd say about 2 weeks ago, roughly.
Okay,
yeah,
weird.
And it was not stolen.
It was taken by the council. So where have you got the car back from then? Are they an agent for? Are they an agent for?
The council.
Right, I'm with you.
Far from being stolen, this vehicle has spent the last fortnight sat in the pound. Once collected by its rightful owner, it's been captured on camera, triggering a police alert.
Having done the checks, they've confirmed they are the owners, and the vehicle was seized from the roadside by the council. They've shown me paperwork and identification to prove that they are the rightful owners of it, and that they've got the vehicle back today, so hence the reason why it's moved today. Hotel uniform 6-1. The report needs to be taken off now for the stolen marker.
Yeah, that's received, thanks.
Yeah, no issues. We'll take the remove marker off you now.
All right.
No problems at all. Okay, that's fine. You're free to go. I'm getting in the car, it's cold. Well, it was a strange one really, and you know, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this job for, even with 22 years service, nothing surprises me. The ANPR hit said it was stolen. We do a check on with our control room and it still says stolen. So once I managed to locate it and stop it, it's actually the owner he's driving in. It was believable. It's part of police work. No two jobs are ever the same.
There are over 175 miles of hard shoulder in Cheshire, and PC Ian Cosgrove must keep them free from obstructions.
Come in, Mr. Man. Oh, bet you. Oh, I'm just going now. Just leaving now. I actually just make a quick phone call. Oh, did you? What, on the hard shoulder? Look at him, Sleeping Beauty. Wake up, mate.
On Britain's roads, even the briefest lapse in concentration can almost lead to disaster.
Oh my God.
All the more reason for this dozy driver to stay on the straight and narrow.
I'm not being funny, but that is drunk.
While failing to pay attention at a roundabout, puts the focus firmly on a blue van man.
GoPro, mate. GoPro. I've got it on the GoPro.
As for this motorist, one mindless moment means two collisions.
Hiya, mate. You alright? Can't stop here. You know that. But you've just gone past some services, haven't you? You're here fast asleep, which you can't do.
In Cheshire, PC Ian Cosgrove has caught a van driver having 40 winks on the hard shoulder.
You got a driving licence?
Don't speak English.
Is it? Okay. Where are you from? Romania? Just come out this way, mate. We'll just step in the car.
What's happening?
So I can talk to you properly, that's all. Jump in. Ugh. I think you've probably been there long. You're fast asleep, mate, when I got there.
Yeah, I stayed. Yeah.
Can I give you the driver details, please?
It's showing disqualified. There are 6 current points on there at the moment, as well as 6 points for an MS90.
You're disqualified from driving.
For what? Because I have 0 point.
No, they're saying you've got 12.
12?
So I need to let you know that you're under arrest on suspicion of driving whilst disqualified. Okay? So we need to go in. We need to go and sort it out. Okay? Okay. He's basically showing he's been disqualified in October 2021 for 6 months. I think it's from totting up basically. He's had too many points. And that will be seized because that's been driving with no insurance because he's got no driving licence. Sometimes we can deal with it at the roadside. However, it's not fair on him. He needs a translator. But he's regretting having to sleep now. MH Mike Sierra 14.
Go ahead.
I'm cleared from custody. Just northbound junction, coming up to 17.
What do you receive?
We get it all the time. HGVs having their brakes on there, people stopping to make a phone call. You'd be surprised there's an accident, how quickly that suddenly the motorway can become blocked, and the emergency services have got to use that hard shoulder. We've got to use it to get where we need to get to sometimes. That's why we enforce it to make sure that people don't use it. Just don't do it! all night, patrolling on your own, nobody with you, middle of the motorway. Thing dreams are made of, eh?
Yeah, any patrols there with us?
Hotel Uniform 86 on Watkinson Way, which direction are they?
Drivers are most inclined to put their feet down at night. And PC Rich Woodward, in an unmarked car, is on boy racer alert.
We're just having a look for a car that's been doing over 100 miles an hour. So just trying to catch up with it. If we ever catch up with it.
Yeah, second the bridge, I think the box has slowed down. It must be racing down the double road speed now.
Cancel, cancel, cancel. Big false start. Dreadful.
The driver of the vehicle Rich was looking for has slammed on the brakes. But it isn't always driving too fast that's the problem.
Alan, did you see that? Doing about 65 miles an hour in lane 2. Then have to go from lane 2 to lane 3 to lane 4 to overtake him. As he's got behind him, flashes headlights at him to say, "Go on, get out the way, stop lane hogging." No attention paid at all. If you ask most people about what really annoys them on the motorway, most people would say lane hoggers. Here's the big obvious. Come across all lanes in front of you. Nothing. Unbelievable. So he is driving without reasonable consideration for other road users. That is certainly an offence.
"15 years of policing have taught Rich that lane hoggers can lead other motorists to take crazy risks. From the driver of this truck, who cuts across 3 lanes of motorway, to the man behind the wheel of this Volkswagen, who sideswipes another car. Behave like you own the road, and a crash is the likely outcome.
Where are you going? Stop!
Back in Cheshire, PC Rich Woodward is trying to pull over a lane-hogging motorist.
What are you doing? Hello! How are you? Do you hold a UK driving licence? Yeah. Excellent, very good. Could you get your driving licence for me? Jump in the back of my car and I'll explain to you. Right, let's get sorted. So, the reason I've stopped you is because your driving isn't of a particularly great standard. You're lane hogging on the motorway, not driving the correct lane. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. You look very confused.
No. What problem?
Okay, so, can you tell me which lane of the motorway you would drive?
I'm always driving in the middle lane, yeah.
Yes, you are always driving the middle lane, that is quite right. Where should you drive on the motorway?
No, I drive on middle lane.
I know you drive on the middle lane, that's why I've stopped you. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue you with a traffic offence report for driving without reasonable consideration for other road users. So it may be that you're eligible for an educational course rather than the points. Because it would appear that your issue is a bit of lack of knowledge of how you should drive on the motorway. So, important safety tip for you. Very important. What I want you to do is get your speed up to about 40 to 50 miles an hour whilst you're on the hard shoulder. Then check your mirror, indicate,
and join lane 1 when it's safe to do so. Don't just pull straight out into the traffic. Understand that? Yeah. Excellent, I'll come let you out. Here's the big question, does he just pull straight out into lane 1? Oh, Jesus Christ. What did I say to him? Do not pull straight out into lane 1. What's he doing? Pull straight out into lane 1.
Look at that. Don't want to spill any. Wow. Where to start? This is, when I speak to the wife, a box salad. Just eating the lettuce there. I'm now going to have a cucumber. Oh, gorgeous.
4 hours into his night shift.
Oh, that lettuce is amazing.
PC Nias Waddington is taking on fuel.
She'll be happy that I've eaten healthy tonight. All I need after this is a foot chase. Compliments to the chef. That Fiesta, it's a 50, it's doing 70. Totally oblivious that I'm behind him, and now he's doing 80 and a 50, which is ridiculous speeds. Now he's got my attention. Oh, we're on it. Let's just... All right. Do you know who I want to speak to, yeah? Why? Your speed. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 80 and a 50. I'm behind you, I'm recording you. Why are you driving like you're out of hell?
I don't know, just on my way home now. Apologise for my speed. Just let us off.
I accept your apology, mate. However, I can't just overlook it. 80 and a 50 is a no-no.
How many points do we get for that?
You may be looking at an initial disqualification for it.
Seriously?
Yeah, you're doing 30 over a 50, mate.
Dropping everything if I lose my licence.
Why are you driving like that?
Do you reckon I get disqualified now?
I can't say, mate. It's not down for me. And you first came to my attention. Mate, I'm not arguing with you. If you go to court with it, what will happen is the magistrates will see the in-car footage, and it will show the speed you were doing. All right, all I would say, mate, if you were driving at normal speed, we wouldn't be having this conversation. All right. Another happy customer. Hopefully being stopped today, he's going to have a long, hard think about his driving in the future, and that will prevent him causing serious injury or fatality to somebody. We don't need people like that on the roads, especially if he carries on driving like that. Not on my own.
If you have any dashcam clips you think could feature in the next series of Motorway Cops, catching Britain's speeders, send them along with your contact details to contactus@purpleproductions.co.uk.
And Motorway Cops is back next Monday at 8. The Jeremy Vine Show will be discussing the cost of living crisis at 9:15 every day this week. But next, resus alarms are sounding. Ambulances are stacking up outside. It's a nightmare shift. A casualty 24/7, every second counts. New coming up.